Hey there, fellow education grads. Feeling excited about making a difference, but maybe not so sure about the traditional classroom setting? Well, buckle up, because I'm about to blow your mind. The best educators, people like you, are the ones driving change everywhere, not just in schools. You've spent years understanding how people learn, how to motivate them, and how to communicate effectively. Guess what? Those skills are gold dust beyond the classroom. From making workplaces better to helping kids explore the wonders of history. In a museum, companies and organizations everywhere need folks who know how to teach well. And the best part? Your education degree opens doors worldwide. Ever thought about making a difference in a bustling tech hub like Tokyo, or helping communities thrive in rural India? Your passion to help others can take you on a global adventure. So, let's ditch those lesson plans for a moment and dive in. How about a top 10 list of awesome jobs where your degree is a launchpad, not a limitation? Think of it as beyond the blackboard. Top 10 diverse jobs for education grads. Teaching isn't your only option. Job number 1, corporate trainer or instructional designer. Think of this as designing the ultimate learning experience for adults. You'll build training programs to help employees excel. Your superpower, making complex ideas easy to understand. What does a typical day look like? A mix of planning lessons, playing with technology, dazzling your trainees with presentations, and witnessing their light bulb moments. Who's hiring? Everyone, from huge corporations like Google or Samsung to smaller companies specializing in staff development. Even tech companies building training tools need education-savvy folks. You'll rock this if you're organized, love how adults learn, and can adjust to different company cultures. Challenges you might face are getting everyone on board with your ideas, balancing your own creativity with the company's goals, and proving your training actually makes a difference. And hey, since big companies operate globally, this job can take you places. Job number 2, curriculum developer or educational content creator. Imagine yourself as the architect of learning experiences. You'll design textbooks that actually spark curiosity, online courses that students want to finish, and even educational apps that make learning feel like play. This is where your teaching skills meet your creative superpowers. A typical day might involve researching a topic, turning complex ideas into easily digestible lessons, and maybe even throwing in a bit of graphic design, or those awesome video making skills. You'll work closely with experts in the field to make sure your content is not just engaging, but accurate. Your education degree gives you the inside scoop on what makes a learner tick, especially for different age groups. Plus, having a passion for a specific subject, like science or history, or mastering cool tech tools will make you a superstar candidate. So, who needs your skills? Think major publishers like Pearson or McGraw-Hill, those hip new EdTech startups, and even agencies specializing in curriculum design. And hey, there's a ton of freelance work out there for those who dream of being their own boss. You'll succeed in this role if you really understand your target audience, can make information fun while also being totally accurate, and are always open to feedback. Get ready for some deadlines, strict content guidelines, and finding that delicate balance between playful and educational. And here's the exciting part: educational content is a global market. Countries like Brazil, China, and Finland are always looking for innovative curriculum designers. And with the boom in e-learning, remote work is totally possible. Job number 3, educational technology specialist or EdTech consultant. Think of yourself as part tech wizard, part learning guru. Your job is to help schools, nonprofits, or really anyone use technology to make learning better. You know, the latest apps and gadgets, but you also get the big picture of how those tools can actually transform how people learn. What will your days look like? Expect a mix of fixing tech hiccups, suggesting awesome new tools, training teachers on the latest software, and even a bit of crystal ball gazing to figure out the best tech for different learning needs. Your education background gives you an edge, as you understand teaching methods and how students learn. Adding tech certifications or knowing specific educational software increases your superpowers. Companies and organizations hiring for this role include school districts, EdTech companies, and consultancies that focus on bringing tech into classrooms. You will shine in this job if you're a tech whiz, but never lose sight of the learning goals. Patience is key when teaching less tech-savvy folks, and explaining complicated ideas in simple terms is a must. Challenges. Those limited school budgets can make you think creatively, and you'll need to stay on top of the ever-changing tech landscape. Sometimes, you will encounter people who are a bit scared of new tech, so your persuasive teaching skills will come in handy. On the global stage, the need for educational technology specialists is huge. Schools worldwide are trying to figure out how to use tech effectively, and you're XP. Job number 4, Youth Development Specialist or Nonprofit Program Manager. Are you all about helping young people unlock their potential? This job is your calling. You'll design programs that go way beyond classroom learning. Think after-school activities, mentorship, and leadership training. It's about creating opportunities and empowering the next generation. Job number 5, Museum Educator or Science Communicator. If you're the kind of person who makes learning an absolute blast, this is your dream gig. Picture yourself bringing exhibits to life, designing hands-on activities that make kids go wow, and leading tours that make history feel relevant. Think of it as the place where education meets entertainment. What might your days look like? Developing new exhibits, getting up on stage and explaining complex scientific concepts in a way everyone understands. Or maybe even designing scavenger hunts that lead visitors on thrilling adventures through the museum. While your education degree gives you a solid foundation, a passion for a specific subject, art, dinosaurs, ancient Egypt, will make you stand out from the crowd. And remember, a touch of that theatrical flair never hurts. Think big when it comes to job hunting. Museums of all shapes and sizes, from world-famous ones in Paris to hidden gems in smaller towns. Science centers, zoos, and even historical sites need your talent. You'll succeed in this role if you genuinely love your subject matter, can spark curiosity in people all ages, and aren't afraid to put on a bit of a show. While competition for museum jobs can be fierce, remember that often building your expertise in visitor services is a stepping stone to more specialized roles later on. The best part? Museums are a global treasure. Whether you dream of teaching art history in Rome or bringing marine science to life in a coastal community in Australia, your skills as a communicator can truly take you places. Job number 6, Policy Analyst or Education Advocate. If you like big ideas and want to make systemic changes, this is the job for you. Policy analysts shape the very rules of how education works, from how schools are funded to setting standards and ensuring fairness. Think research, number crunching, writing powerful proposals, and then convincing lawmakers to back your ideas. Your days will involve digging into data, crafting policy documents, making your case to decision makers, and joining forces with advocacy groups to amplify your voice for change. While your education degree gives you a strong understanding of the system, a master's degree in public policy or a related field often opens more doors. Sharp writing skills and a good grasp of how policy gets made are essential. Who's hiring? Think government agencies, education-focused think tanks, nonprofits advocating for better schools, and policy research centers. This job is for you. If you're patient, see the bigger picture behind individual school challenges, are persuasive, but also know that progress often requires compromise. You'll need to be comfortable with bureaucracy, the often slow pace of change, and finding ways to balance your ideals with the messy realities of politics. Globally, the need for education policy experts is never ending. Whether you choose to focus on issues within your own community or tackle challenges faced by students in developing countries. In sub-Saharan Africa, there's a place where your skills can make a difference. Job number 7, social worker or school counselor. If you're passionate about helping people, especially kids and young adults, this job is about providing both guidance and a safe space. You will support students struggling with their mental health, help families through crises, and connect them to resources they need. Picture yourself as a superhero of emotional well-being. What does this job look like on a daily basis? Expect a mix of one-on-one counseling sessions, handling those unexpected, difficult moments with calm, helping families find the right support, and collaborating with teachers to understand the unique needs of each student. You will need specialized training for this role, usually a master's degree in social work or specific school counseling certification. Who's hiring? Schools of all shapes and sizes, mental health agencies, social services organizations, and even hospitals with programs focused on children and adolescents. Success in this job is all about deep empathy, being an amazing listener, staying strong in the face of emotionally tough situations, and maintaining healthy boundaries to protect your own well-being. While emotionally demanding, this work can be deeply rewarding. Expect to deal with challenging caseloads and complex family situations. Remember, mental health needs and the importance of social work are recognized worldwide, though the specifics of licensing might differ from country to country. Your skills might take you from helping students in a bustling city like Mumbai to addressing social-emotional needs in rural communities in South America. Job number 8, special education teacher or inclusion specialist. If you're the kind of person who sees superpowers where others see challenges, this job is your calling. You'll work with students who have a wide range of learning needs, helping them reach their full potential. Whether it's in a specialized classroom or helping students thrive in a general education setting, your focus is on finding the best way to make learning click. Your days will be filled with adapting lessons, using specialized teaching techniques, and working closely with therapists and other teachers to create a supportive learning environment. You'll need a special education certification, and understanding laws about how to best serve students with disabilities is a huge plus. Having a deep knowledge of a particular subject can also be an advantage. Think schools, both public and specialized private ones, early intervention programs, and therapy centers, when considering who's hiring. This is a job for someone who never gives up, celebrates even the smallest successes, truly believes in the potential of every student, and isn't afraid to be their champion. Expect some paperwork, challenges in finding the right balance between support and fostering independence, and moments that can be emotionally difficult. The need for special educators exists worldwide, though how certification works varies from country to country. Picture yourself unlocking potential in students with learning differences in a vibrant city like Tokyo, or helping pioneer inclusion programs in a community in rural Peru. Job number 9, early childhood educator or childcare provider. Are you the person who's always wanted superpowers like Mary Poppins? This job is about nurturing young minds and hearts. Think of yourself as part teacher, part playmate, and a whole lot of fun. Whether it's a preschool, daycare, or caring for children in their own homes, your focus is on helping them learn through play, develop those social skills, and feel safe while doing it. Expect tons of energetic play, structured routines, helping little ones work through big emotions, and a healthy dose of silliness. The qualifications here vary greatly. Formal preschools often require specific licensing, while becoming a nanny or starting your own in-home daycare might have fewer official hurdles. You can find jobs in traditional preschools and daycares, through nannying agencies, working directly for families, or even becoming an entrepreneur and launching your own childcare business. The ideal candidate loves the energy of little learners, is organized, even when things get a bit chaotic, and knows how kids grow and develop best. This work can be physically tiring, and pay isn't always great. Excellent communication with parents is an absolute must. Globally, there's a huge need for quality early childhood care. While the regulations differ from place to place, your skills in guiding the youngest learners will translate across borders. Job number 10, entrepreneur or founder. Got a brilliant idea for an education product or service? If you're the kind of person who sees problems and thinks, I could fix that, the entrepreneurial path might be your perfect fit. Imagine building a tutoring service that fits the unique needs of expat students in Dubai. Designing an app that gamifies learning for children in rural communities. Or becoming the go-to consultant helping companies make their training programs more effective. With your expertise in education, the possibilities are endless. Be prepared to wear a lot of different hats. You'll be the curriculum designer, the marketing guru, the customer service rep, and the fearless leader all at once. While your education degree is your foundation, picking up those business basics, finding your niche, and being ready to hustle are essential to succeed. You technically won't be hired by anyone but yourself at first. However, look for grant programs and accelerators designed for startups in the education space as a source of support. This career is for the risk takers, the self-starters, and the ones who see a challenge and think, watch me solve this. Expect some unpredictable days, the need to learn business stuff quickly, and those long hours as you build something awesome from the ground up. The beautiful thing about education and technology is that it's a global market. Whether you're developing tools with worldwide potential or focusing on the needs of learners in a specific country, it's crucial to understand any regulations or unique needs of your target market. Launching your dream globally. Action steps for education grads. Let's move beyond just the jobs and outline practical things you can do to take your education expertise worldwide. Step 1. Assess your global readiness. Credentials check. Think about your current qualifications. Would your teaching license be valid in another country? If you specialize in something like early childhood education, are there specific certifications widely recognized in your target market? Language matters. Fluency in the language of your chosen country is often a must for teaching or many education jobs. Even some behind-the-scenes EdTech roles benefit from understanding how locals speak. Policy deep dive. If you dream of influencing education policy, know that the process differs wildly between countries. Do your homework and learn how those decisions are made. Step 2. Build your international education portfolio. Showcase adaptability. Even experiences that weren't officially international build valuable skills. Did you work with immigrant children in your local school, or volunteer at a program for refugee youth? Highlight this to show you understand how to adapt your teaching to different backgrounds. Niche skills shine. Maybe you're passionate about a specific special education method used in Finland. Offer to write a blog post for a Finnish organization or network with educators online to showcase your expertise. Global volunteering. Even a short stint teaching English as a foreign language, assisting with educational programs abroad, or helping design activities for an international nonprofit will make your resume stand out as someone committed to making a difference worldwide. Step 3. Network with a global mindset. Think of your connections as a bridge to a world of opportunities. Let's break down how to tap into that power. EdTech is borderless. Online communities are your secret weapon. Find forums where EdTech enthusiasts share ideas and job opportunities. Whether it's a group focused on coding education or a forum for museum educators looking to collaborate across countries, soak up the conversations before jumping in. NGOs connect continents interested in how non-profit organizations are tackling illiteracy in rural India or supporting refugee populations through education. Seek out virtual volunteering opportunities to make connections and get an insider's view of how these organizations work. Attend virtually. Can't swing a plane ticket to that fancy education conference in Berlin? No worries. Many conferences offer lower-cost online options, allowing you to listen to inspiring speakers and learn about cutting-edge practices without leaving home. Step 4. Master the logistics and legalities. This is the unsexy but essential part. Do your due diligence to have a realistic picture of what your dream job in another country actually entails, thebering but vital. Frustrating as it may be, figuring out the right work visa for educators in your dream destination has to happen early on. Paperwork often takes way longer than you expect. Cost of living check. Don't get wooed by a big salary number alone. Compare what it actually costs to live. Sometimes things like childcare support or housing allowances included in a job offer make a bigger difference to your lifestyle than the salary itself. Culture is key. How is the role of a teacher regarded in the country you're considering? Do some research because the level of respect, expectations, and support for educators can differ greatly around the world. This whole process of building a career after graduation is an adventure. Whether you envision yourself shaking up how corporations train their staff, bringing hands-on science to kids in a cool museum, or building the next great EdTech app, you've got the dedication and the know-how to make it happen. And remember, you've got a whole community cheering you on. If you've got questions, need some specific strategies for your international job search, or just want a boost of motivation, leave a comment below. We learn from each other's experiences, inspire each other by sharing our goals, and celebrate those big and small wins along the way. Let's make this a place where we cross continents, explore amazing careers in education, and show the world the untapped power of passionate educators ready to go out there and make a difference. Be sure to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more insights into the always changing landscape of education. Until next time, keep dreaming big, keep learning, and keep believing in the potential you have to change lives, wherever you may go.